Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking a look at a Nilfgaard imposter deck that I put together for 10.2. Now this is going to be another Masquerade Ball, and it's very similar to the one that I put out yesterday with the Imprisonment Leader, but I have to say that I haven't lost with this one. We played 4 games today. I had 4 wins, peaked around 2450. There was actually opportunity to climb, with this deck. And I think the one from yesterday is good, but I think that this one's just a bit spicier with Cadaverin, Anna Henrietta, and the leader potential that we have, not having to depend on Q as well. It makes our short round a little bit better, and tons and tons of fun. Obviously, I'm posting videos every single day, so sometimes I have to double back on what I really like. So tomorrow will be something a bit different, but we'll go through this one here for now. It starts off with Masquerade Ball, so it's a scenario that has Doomed. We get to play a Thirsty Dame. When we put this card on the playing field, Thirsty Dame basically gets 1 boost for every time we put any sort of effect or status on one of the opposing units. So you can imagine with a deck that has lock from leader, couple locks in the bronze end, we've got the poisons, we've got spying, we've got tons of stuff, right? Doomed with the Philip, and it just gets pretty nuts. So we're going to be able to engine off that quite well, and then we get to play 2 Fangs of the Empire, which are poisons whenever we play an aristocrat. So if we're looking at the aristocrats in the deck, we've got the Van Morleham Hunters. We can either lock or bleed with these ones here. Generally, I like to go for the locks, but sometimes you might find the bleed more appropriate. We have Philip being another aristocrat here. This is going to help set up statuses. It can act as a lock, it can just give something doomed and act as a squirrel or a Xavier, or it can give something poison and really act as a Fangs. So it's a really good versatile card. I think 8 provisions is fair. I don't think it's overpowered, but I think it's definitely useful with a deck like this, so good to have. I decided to go Anna Henrietta because I had a little bit of a space when I swapped out Cadaverin for Ku. I had the 1 provision, and I felt like, you know what, maybe I upgrade Vigo in this deck, and maybe we go for something a little bit spicier. So Anna Henrietta's actually been really fun with this so far. Replace our leader ability with a base copy of your opponent's leader ability. So let's say we're playing against Syndicate off the books. We copy Sea Jackal. We use all the coin, or we copy a Freak Show with our Cadaverin or our leader, and then we get like all the coin. It's just really good removal there. Let's say we're playing into Double Cross. We get to take their leader as well, which is going to play phenomenal. It actually kind of gives us a little bit more of an advantage in that matchup than we would have with Imprisonment. So I like it. Now we can play this into like, even today I used it into the Skellige Ursine Ritual matchup quite effectively. So you have to wait for that one in the last game. But I haven't been disappointed so far. There's a lot of really good leaders going around right now. The only exception is I don't think we'd get as much value from something like Inspired Zeal, but fortunately I haven't been running into them today, so, Anna stays for now. We've got Usurper again to proc the ball as another aristocrat, right? This plays for a 12-point swing, acts as an engine because whenever we play an agent, boost self by 1. This is kind of the round 3 play that we're going for. Otherwise we defend bleed in round 2 with something like this, which is okay as well, right? And then other aristocrats, we have Calviet, Sword Deck in Order. We play this kind of when we know we have 1 up on them. If we want to basically finish up a round 1, go into round 2 for a 2-0 situation, or maybe on a dry pass in round 2 to set up a round 3, we play something like this, right? Worst case scenario, you play it to proc the ball. It's not all that bad. And then Vincent Van Morleham deploys, destroy an enemy unit with status. Again, very easy to set that up, so this card is not very conditional whatsoever. Plays really well for 10 provisions, so I have it there. I decided to go with the Spy package because I think it's just a really good effective way of getting points and winning a round. So you can commit Brathens to a round to win it, right? We've got Brathens, we've got the Duchess Informant to make a copy of a non-disloyal bronze enemy unit. We have the Emissary to boost an ally by 7 to keep something alive. Maybe it's an engine or something like that, or just to kind of spread points wide. Maybe we boost one of the tokens, or like a Mage Assassin. And then we have the Mage Infiltrator. This will be good for like the odd Saskia matchup. This will be good for really anything we just want to remove engines with, right? We have good pulls with that. And I don't feel bad about running these without Ku, right? I think it's a little bit of a misconception. Like at first you think, okay, well if I'm running spies I have to run Ku. It's not necessarily true. Brathens plus the ones from hand is actually still very effective. So if you haven't tried it that way, I definitely recommend giving it a try. I didn't feel like I was compromising anything by doing it this way. But that's what we got for the spying package. Talked about that. Yennefer's Invocation, probably one of the best Nilfgaard cards. I try to put this in a deck whenever I can. Place an enemy unit at the top of her deck, so it acts as a big tall removal. It does proc assimilate when we replay these things, right? Makes just really helps us extend our reach. Like, we have 2 tall punishes here essentially, potentially more with like a Cadaver and the poisons. So we're playing really good into what the meta's kind of shaping towards right now, dealing with tall punish, right? But then we also have some engine control with like our locks and, you know, our jousts and stuff like that. So it feels pretty well rounded when it comes to our control options. The only thing it does lack for control are like direct pings or engineing control. But either way, sometimes we do get stuff like that from the Anna Henrietta leader polls. So like if we're playing into Onslaught, it's nice to have a couple charges of that. We're playing into guerrilla tactics, you could see what I mean. It helps kind of complete kills a little bit more effectively. Philip's like definitely a wild card. Just to touch on one more time, basically just order give doom to an enemy unit if it has a status, lock it instead if it already has more than one status, poison it instead. So we can do whatever we need to do. It's progressive sometimes if we're looking for poison, but it's still like a good option, right? This is good for getting rid of their carryover cards, and that's kind of the way I've been using it. Like around 1, they get all scared, they play something like that's a relatively big commitment to remove this, maybe even a heat wave, and then cards like from our top end just seem to stick later on, so that's kind of nice. Cupbearer is versatile, it's assimilate, we have create and plays all over the place, and it can either poison or purify, so I think it's necessary for the deck, right? We can use it defensively, offensively, whatever the case permits. Now, Blightmaker is good here too, right? Good thinning options with the Mage Assassins. I don't think there's really a way to kind of go without these cards right now if you're playing Nilfgaard. It's kind of what makes it so strong and really brings that tempo. It's just getting plays like this early on. You get 20-something points on the board in the matter of like 2 turns, you know what I mean? When you play that stratagem, you're good to go. So definitely want to keep that in there. We want to have some tactics in the deck for the Yan Calviets, so I put a few, right? I think we have 5 in here just like yesterday's. It seems to be working quite well, and you'll see in the games today I haven't had any problems with it. Tourney Joust, good control. Imperio Diplo, good for the assimilate, and also some proactivity. We've got the 4 there. 1 with Cadaverin, which is the tactic, so it really moves up Calviet. Obviously, we're going to move Calviet up more with the Blightmaker combo, so keep that one in mind. And simple stuff. Poison, Lock or Bleed, and we talked about the spies. So that's it for today. I have 4 games for you guys, and I was going to do more, but I decided, you know what? These are like very good matchups, very common matchups, and very good games. So it's more of a quality over quantity thing today, and I think that, you know, it definitely represents how this deck would actually do in pro rank. You know, there weren't any throws from our opponent. Like, all the games were really fun to play, and I'm sure they'll be fun to watch as well. Alright, so for the first game here, we got Syndicate off the books. I'm starting so late today, guys. Like, just moving the mic real quick. It's 2:30 p.m. I didn't just wake up, but I've been up for a while. It's just haven't been playing. Usually I play first thing in the morning, but maybe I'll play better right now. Put back Usurper, because we don't want to see that round 1. It's almost worse to have that than to have that. Here we go. My Amazon package just came in. I got the capture card for the Nintendo Switch. I'm kind of excited. Looking forward to playing that this week. What games, if you guys have Nintendo Switches, what games should I buy first?
I'm no beggar. I'm an artist.
So we do kind of run the risk of hitting this one, but not a lot else I'd want to do right here. I mean, we could, like, if I go Emissary, it makes it worse, right? I think we just take it.
A fine vintage it would have made.
Ah. We tried. At least we have like tall punish here, so if they do put down a jackal or something crazy, we have the reach for that. There's the boat. If I control a vampire, gain zeal, eh? You know, I don't even mind playing it and waiting. Because it's going to require them to go and remove that. So whether they take like a Maril's or they take a freak show and over profit, like it's not really the best situation, you know what I mean? Junior's a thing, but they're non-devotion, so I don't think it is. Heatwave, we'd be kind of happy. Just give that doomed real quick. Or there's Philippa. You know, we're doing alright, you know what I mean? Okay, let's say we just make another copy of it here. Keep it simple. Nice Philippa, you know? And they'll probably give it doomed, but we'll just give their boat doomed. It's a good trade. I feel like there's better cards we could definitely take leader on. Like the Savola would be pretty nuts, you know? Just want to see if I can get this mic even close. Whoa. Almost knocking it off the table. There we go. Okay, so doomed. And we probably just take the poison points, don't we? Because we have the Diplo in hand, it's kind of good. There we go, we stay ahead. Realistically, I'm willing to play down to pretty much nothing. We just got to be careful. This will be the only thing I can't play, but the other four are fine. And I just really had to play more ball. Like, I had so much fun yesterday, and today's a new day, and I made a couple changes to it, so it feels like, you know, it's worth it. If they purify the boat, okay. That's fine. What else can we give doomed? We would probably just give that status for now. I'm thinking it's probably Maril's, so we're not going to boost it. Okay, this is pretty easy. We'll give that doom so that when they go and boost that like crazy, we can kill it. I don't think they have the Maril's. I think what they actually have is the freak show. Because it's like they wanted to spend to get the 7 so that when they put down the freak show they don't over profit. And this would be their pass, this would be our Diplo. Alright, so it is Maril's. So can we do it in 2? Realistically, I played Cadaverin and I played the Philip, and they played Philippa, Truffle, Marils, Kurt. This is good, but it's not great, right? It's not like we can't do it. It just might involve leader, and I think that's a little bit expensive. That's actually really good. Okay, so throw card. That back. Bradlin's really good. We have a couple aristocrats if we get pushed. Actually, this will be our throw card, wouldn't it? Yeah, because we'll pull Anna. So we'll put back Diplo. Sure. I kind of expect them to push. What we want to take with Yen? They didn't push.
I forgive this time.
So we're going to be getting Anna, Usurper, and Duchess. We'll put back the Fangs. Probably get a Diplo. You see? It's what I like about it. It's just that relaxing. Now, if I put back the Diplo, I'd probably get another Diplo. Locks would have been kind of nice, but we have our aristocrats regardless. We have 3 of them, so I think that's the winning hand. We've got everything we need here. So they can't heat wave, and man, this leader's gonna suck. But we might be able to pull something off. We can copy something and spend. Right, we have 2 tries with that. Maybe Jackal, get some coins, boost it up. I think we just float the ball. They can't heat wave and freak show at the same time, so one of them's got to stay. I'm not a really big fan with the beggars in off the books, though. I tried it, and it just felt very awkward. So they got poisons. Create and play a bronze in their faction, so there's no chance that that's going to be anything we need. But we kind of just need to play a card, don't we? Here. Kind of synergizes, right? Like, if we can keep this going, maybe it's a bluff poison, but I doubt it. They probably have a trafficker in hand. Yep. That's alright. Really good copy card for me here, though. It's just about how can we not play right away. Maybe it's Brathen's into a poison for that. It's kind of slow, but
Everyone has their secrets. Everyone.
yeah, I think it's still that.
Nose, mouth, any hole will do.
I don't think we ever self-poison here. We'll just take it back, because we're not running coup anyways. They're really trying to prolong this whole thing. That's fine. Here.
Just a peek. That is all I need.
We're in a pretty cozy spot. I think if they would have had a heat wave, they probably would have spent it by now, so... Ball probably just sticks. I gotta make Vincent premium, guys. I think it's the only card in the deck. This is bugged. Okay, this one too. And this one too. And okay, we gotta work on this. That's kind of annoying. So I don't think we're going to get what we're looking for. I think we have to... I think that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to take the freak show. Just because, you know... We can, yeah, we'll do things the other way. Look at this. We found a way to make it work. We'll hit this down because, you know, engine. We'll just let it sit for now. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that.
One man's battlefield is another man's ripe patch for harvest.
Okay, so... Do we lose? I don't think they can get more than 34 points in one turn, right? Okay, good. Alright, so for the second game here we got Skellige Onslaught. Gonna be pirates, I'm pretty sure we go first. No problem. Figure it out. This is actually going to be good. In this matchup, I like that. This is kind of cool here, right? Give some things doomed. Maybe we play a vampire so that we get that zeal because we might not have all the chances we need, right? So even if we lose round one, maybe get rid of a crack or something like that, make their resurrections less important. I don't think Joust is going to be that great, though. It could be, but I don't really think it's going to be. Let's try that. By the way, guys, I'm saying it like everybody's gonna care. No, like, it's cool to me. I got my first 20 plus kill game in Warzone last night. It was lit. And yeah, it's feeling pretty good about that. So like, once you hit those milestones, it's hard to stop playing. So that's why I stayed up so late. I used to suck so bad. Like, so bad. Okay. See, I don't want them to use leader charge and get rid of this, because we kind of need this thing going on, right? That's also gross. We don't want to see it again later. You know, it's not a bad cadaverin. Vampire Zeal. I don't really want a cadaverin either, because it's a little early for that, right? Maybe give us something else to work on. They might be like, oh, now we gotta take out the boat. Yeah, I think the big thing for round one's not committing too much. It's gonna be easy for us to commit too much, right? Out of panic and all that. We'll do a sunset check. I wasn't really looking. That's kind of important. Do we just start dooming stuff now? I think we just start dooming stuff now. Forget about it. You get doomed. And we don't have to play this either, because we can use this to defend bleed. Last thing I want is to go into round 2, them knowing that we've got everything, right? Let's doom this again. We're dooming everything out here. Doom that one too. I like Blightmakers here, but I don't know if we need to. Actually, you know what? It's kind of good, right? Because we can poison that out next turn. I don't think we're playing anymore. No, I don't think we're playing anymore. Too many gold cards being spent. Like, we're trading well. People are so scared of this card. And that's the best part about it. Like, it's good. But it's not everything. I think we have to go to round 2, try and recomp here. Morkvarg out of the way is kind of nice in case we have to pull an emissary. And then Holger out of the way is kind of nice too. Maybe we play something like that. This kind of works, right? Yeah. Leader, these. Maybe, oh. We are defending bleed. And then round 3, it's going to be 1, 2, 3. So we have to try and keep Anna. That's basically it. It'll be one of the 2 we try and keep. How come? It's something I want. It's just if I don't do more points, then, you know, problems. I'm just worried about them taking... I mean, if they take Fukusha on it, then they take Fukusha on it, right? Then we can just go and get it back. Let's do it again. That's pretty annoying. Here. I'm just thinking about how long the round is from this point, how much value the boat's gonna get. Is it worth it? We could take fangs on it, right? Oh. That's kind of weird for pirates. Here. What the nice part about it is here is that I think we had to play Calviet next, but then we can Blight after. Just because we don't want them to pass before we play it. Kind of ruins the whole thing. That should be the Fukusha, right? Probably for the defender. Oh. Alright. 5 turns of rain. I don't know if we should be stacking the row necessarily, but let's play this here.
This time.
That keeps us ahead still.
Very corpses? Nay.
We might have to use leader this round.
They still live.
What's more valuable? Maybe this? I feel like it's one of those things if we don't use it, we're in trouble. Yeah, I don't mind using leader. I don't mind using leader. I think we actually want that. Targeted damage. Now, if we can snipe the boat, right, we have the 2 damage pending. So 2, we take this, we get maybe 20% chance if they play something else. Oh, we're good. We're good. Okay. We got exactly what we needed here. I think we're going to be okay. Maybe. So far it's devotion, but it's hard to say. They probably have Herald in this one. I'm willing to bet. Good, good, good. Do we even take... Oh, we definitely take a mulligan. It's going to be that. And we want Cupbearer. I'm trying to decide Cupbearer because I think that they're going to be playing Rupture on something. But we might be wrong. I'm going to say yes. We'll just try it.
Have I something in my tea?
So I'm really glad that most of the provisions are out of the way. I think, yeah, 1 here is fine. They played the Junit, so it's got to be something else that does damage. Maybe another boat. Okay. If they have Sigdriva's right, that's a problem. I think that's the one we take. Could be wrong. They wouldn't. Would they? We should just be good with the sheer points that we have, right? They'll go and take out the Dame, I'm certain. If they don't use it here, I'd be surprised. They could take out Usurper as well, right? One of the two. I think it's more points if they take out the Dame. Okay. They just do that. Easy. Don't use. Okay. We should be good. Ranged. Poison. So far I don't think we need to use leader. That's a lot. So we'll take Brathens first, even though we have the Assimilate, because I just think it's safer. And we're going to take this. Yeah, we should win. I don't think they have Herald. I think they have Turgvi, and I think they have something else. Hopefully whatever they play next doesn't have armor, because right now we're getting really slim pickings. Ah, okay. That's fine.
Never snip from the master's table. Never.
I don't think they're running like a Will-O-Wisp or anything like that, so we should just be able to put poison there and be fine. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose this game. I just find anything into double cross that's also Nilfgaard is going to be challenging. We'll do our best though. We have a pretty good leader opportunity with Anna. Kind of worried that they can coup that though. Put this back here too. I don't know if any of you guys like anime, but I was reading something today about how Funimation had like a deal with Crunchyroll, and there's going to be just one platform now being Crunchyroll. If anybody knows anything about that, maybe you could elaborate a little bit, because I have a subscription to Funimation, and I don't know if I'm supposed to keep it or switch it over. That's a bad card to pull. It's a Diplo, right? Do we ever just crank it?
No good wine will come from here.
We'll do what best we can in this game. I'll honestly try very hard. And if we just don't win, we just don't win. I'll still include it. But so far, it's been pretty comfortable. It's almost been more fun than yesterday's version. Like, yesterday's was a bit different, right? Different leader, a couple different cards. This one's got the spice. They're just really low rolling these plays. 3-4 point turns. I'm terrified, though, to take something like this and regret it. However, maybe we do. I've had like a lot of difficulty with trying to figure out when to play Brathens. So I've played them late game. It's, you know, worked against me. I've played them early game. It's worked against me. They always find a way to give him spying, to take him with the Yennefer's Invocation, whatever the case may be. High roll off a... You see, look. There's always going to be something. So now we got to keep pushing until we get that back. It's kind of annoying. So this is going to be damage, at least 6 power damage by 4 instead. We got to wait for something to work. I'd probably just play proactively here, because we're a decent amount up here. I'm just worried about maybe them going and taking something like Joachim into whatever the case. Okay. So Let's kill that. Because I don't want all my stuff to have spying. And, okay, not bad. 1922. If it has at least 6 power, damage it by 4. Let's go.
Just a peek. That is all I need.
That's some good value. I'm trying to decide what we do with this, though. Like, there's not really anything I want to give Doom just yet. We don't have the Zeal on it, so it kind of makes it annoying to play. Okay, they've spent 2 gold cards. We haven't. Interesting. There's really nothing I can do about that.
I hate nothing more than a creaky door.
Let me take it back here. Alright. My mind's made up. We'll go and do this here. It's better to just get it out of the way. Keeps us ahead. Of course. The thing is, if they leader, they're probably not expecting Anna, so if they leader, they're actually going to be losing... Well... No, that's bad. That's actually bad still. Okay. Maybe this is like the best chance that we've got. Right? If I can go and play... We have ball, don't we? Okay, they're going to top deck into... our Brathens. Yeah. So we'll ditch that. We'll ditch that. We've got 2 aristocrats. I think we have to go through it. Like, I know they have their best cards. I know we have our best cards. I also know that we could take one of their best cards. Yeah? We'll try.
Don't ask a woman her age. It's unbecoming.
War is no game, not to be taken lightly.
It's almost like whatever they play next, we gotta take care of here. Or maybe it's the tempo pass. After this game, I'm gonna make another coffee, I think. I've only had one today. It's like 3 o'clock p.m. My gateway's like narrowing, you know? Who am I kidding? I'll probably stay up late anyways. Okay, they're deciding, so it's... Yeah, that's not half bad. They're gonna pull what? That's not very good. Fangs or... Blightmaker. Our leader here is really bad. Actually, you know what?
Speak your mind. To the point.
You see what I did there, right?
My duty? To stick my
It's my
nose
turn.
where it doesn't belong.
It's our time. Bonded 5. Yeah, let's take it. Let's go. You know what the issue is, though? Is if they take the leader here, then they get another Brethren's or they get another Usurper. So, yeah, they're going to use it for sure. If they don't, we will. We'll take the yen. Don't. Oh, they're gonna coup that. Five-point play. Yeah, we'll take that. I think we have to pass, though. Two into the Usurper, they do that. If they leader, they don't have enough points to take it. Yeah. It's going to be Cadaverin, I think. Into probably the Brethren's. So that's Brethren's, that's Terra Nova. We get rid of one of them.
Everyone has their secrets. Everyone.
This should be enough points, right? They bring out a 4. Yeah. So he was out of the way. Lydia's good. That's good. That's good. Actually, that's really good. Maybe we just keep it exactly the way it is. I feel like we're gonna get some value from this because they could lock poison, whatever the case, give something spying. Don't you dare roll Masquerade Ball. Okay, I'm cool with that. That's how it should be. It's whatever. We just get better value because we get to take ours with the points. And from their faction or from their grave, what do they have in their grave? They have a Diplo, I'm certain. Yeah. So we play this one ranged. Vincent's kind of good off that, but I think we might get taller. You know what? We'll purify. Okay, we'll purify. Actually, hold up. We have 2 removals, you know? And Vincent's here on the Doomed. So we'll take a Vinny on the Doomed. But maybe not yet. Okay, we'll take this first.
Try filling in port, you say?
Okay, it's looking like a 4. 1, 2. Yeah, it's looking like a 4.
Do them Morlahams have particular tastes?
We should win this game.
Gotcha, pup.
Yeah, they didn't really get a good spying, like, kind of missed the mark. We took out the fur cart and all that. Yeah. So, what we do is we take that, and then we take that. Let's go. Finally.
Speak your mind.
Alright, we've got the last game of the day here. It's going to be against Ursine Ritual. I'm hoping, actually, that it's more of the self-wound than it is like a Lippy deck, for example, because the tempo could be a problem, especially when we go first. So we'll put back that. And I think Ball needs to go. Too expensive for early game. That's nice. I think it'd be really cool to put out Philip right away. I think it's a little bit of a liability, but we'll see how it goes. Just because if it is the latter, right, Lippy, we kind of want to start banning things as soon as possible. But if it is Lippy, then it's going to see Heatwave or Giga Scorpion, I'm sure. So, maybe even a bloop. Oh. No. That's like the easiest thing to play around if we had to Purify. In which we don't, right? That's pretty bad. I think we can just tempo here a little bit. Not enough information so far based on that one card, because this could be in either of them. This card's kind of bad.
Queen of Skellige.
Hopefully they missed the draws. Okay. We're tied here. We'll go ahead and take this. Nothing to copy. I don't mind spending Brathens if it means that we win a round, but I don't like spending Brathens here just yet. Maybe we just fix the top deck.
Sons of Nilfgaard!
I wouldn't do it normally, but they missed the discards. They don't have Coral out, so I feel like we might have some advantage. Okay, Marjoram goes engraved. That's what I want to see here. So, self-wound confirmed. Let's have a look. This is probably worth a lock. It's not a very high tempo play, but it's a play. Just because there's a lot of stuff that we can't lock. We're going to be taking Sigvald or whatever the case. Or locking it with Leader, so that's not really a problem. Or taking Melusine. I don't think they have it though round one, otherwise they would have played it by now. Alright, so just in case they purify that.
I hate
Go ahead and we'll take this here. We'll start getting this going. I think it's very important for us to win round 1. So I'm actually looking at maybe spending Brathens next. I just want to see how far they'll go before... Okay. Yeah, we gotta deal with this.
Your name, young man, demands you be cursed into an urchin.
This is not a bad take for us either. We'll go put that there.
to stick my nose where it doesn't belong.
I think this is the place we get the heal value, right?
Seen it all already, and then some. Maim, kill!
That's kind of a problem. So by 10 is not horrible. Let's just take... I think we have some time here. 5. We just take that on it, really. About the only time I'd want to play Stunning Blow. Used to be one of my favorite Skellige cards when it did 7 damage if the card had armor, but now it's just like, man, you know? 5 provisions and everything. It's not a bad card, though. It's just like, Skellige has so many good cards. Okay, that's a problem. At least it's doomed. Cirrus Fearless comes out. Do we care? They're just going for it. We might as well play on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Embrace the cold, let it sink into your bones.
Probably that. It's probably that, right? I don't think we could play any further than this, but I think it's worth a try. Coral comes down here.
Might even be amusing.
If they hit the discard, I think we're in trouble. If they miss it, we should be fine. Yeah, we'll be alright. I wonder how far they're willing to go. The big thing for me is, do they have Heat Wave or not? I don't know, they're committing quite a bit. Maybe, I think I pass, otherwise it just feels bad. Because I don't think we use Invocation, I think that's mainly for the Sigvald. And they have to play here. Like, it feels bad that we have, obviously, Hermit taking round, good bluff, but realistically, it's not really enough if we put down Anna. It also makes it a little bit more awkward for them to bleed here. So what's a throw card? This. Yeah, I think that's just fine. I expect that they probably go for it, though. Figured.
Any of you's got the courage?
It's tough because we do give them card back if we keep going here. You know what? I think it's actually the yen. Because if I take Vincent, they bring it back with Fukusha and it gets pretty ugly. And Vincent still procs off the Sigvald, right? Because the bleeding. Alright, we're in trouble.
Let's not get in the way of my axe.
14 points. Yeah, we gotta play it. They get what they want.
A taste of Northling, is it?
Is there any other way? If we play Anna here, it's going to be 3, brings us up to 7, and then we get the poison. It's not enough. It's got to be Vincent. Okay, so Defender's okay with our leader switch. We get back some of those points. Cadaveran's good too. Purify's actually kind of nice. I just don't know what's worth the most. I think we just keep the golds and appreciate them, really. It's probably something like that. We could start off with this here.
Speak your mind. To the point.
What I'm thinking is we start ticking this and getting the armor back and saving points.
Continent folk will never understand.
We'll show you how blood spilling's done.
So it's Berserk 6 gaining armor, right? And we just keep engineering it that way for the next couple turns. What do we want? It's probably that, yeah? It feels pretty bad. Range roll.
Aroma and dizzy with delight.
We'll just take the Purify here just because we can. And we'll wait for the rain. I don't know. They have a lot of points. We've got a pretty big swing here too, though. Right? Maybe that's the play. No, they definitely have it here. No way.
Crack and eat me girly. Looky here.
Okay, let's go.